Hope the lighting's okay. My ring light's over there. I'm like, is it too bright? Not bright enough? I don't know. Am I centered? The things you do when you have to do this on your own. Hi, I'm James Lott, Jr., Super Organizer, and this is part of my Man in the Organizer Industry series. And this is actually a response video to a video I just put out not too long ago that I wanted to talk to you about. I got a response. So far, overwhelmingly, the responses to my video about organizing is not just a woman thing have been wonderful. And I also want to say that 95% of my time in this industry, I've been in this industry 11 years, 95% of the time in this industry, women have been the best to me. I've had no problems with women whatsoever, about me being a man or anything. Fellow organizers, fellow women have been great to me. Some of my closest friends are female organizers. I never had a problem. So I'm in Hollywood. I put out content. I work in the entertainment industry. That's other thing that I do. I put out books. I put out music. So I put out content that I know whatever I put out into the world is there to be judged and commented on. So I'm not a snowflake or a flower, and I know all that stuff. But I want to bring this up because I thought it was a very interesting response. And I'm not going to out the person. I'm not that shady. I'm shady sometimes. I'm not going to do that. But I thought it was a response. I want to tell you how I responded to it. And trust me, like I said, in other parts of my industries, I've been told I was fat, or I was too black. I've had words said to me that I can't repeat to you guys because I'm trying to be G-rated. I've gotten death threats. All kinds of stuff. So it's very common in my industry to get that kind of stuff. So again, I'm not complaining, but I thought it was very interesting. I want to share this with you. So a person wrote to me privately, decided to send me a message saying that she did not appreciate my videos because who cares that, quote unquote, who cares that I'm a man in the professional organizing industry, that now and this is again in quotes, now I know it's like to be discriminated against, and boo-hoo, so that you get to have that, and to stop whining, and that this is our industry. She's a female. This is our industry. You should let us have this. There are many industries you can go into. That was what I got from that. So first response, I wanted to say some expletive words and tell her what she could do with herself. But no, then I really sat down and thought about it. I'm a type person, you know me, I'm a type person who's about helping others. So for me, I was like, whether she was being, I don't know if she was being a troll, but they call a troll meaning somebody who says stuff just to bother you. I don't know if that's the case. Maybe she really does mean that. Maybe she does feel that. I thought about women in general in professional situations. So I decided to come from that place and not from a place of anger and like, yo, screw yourself. I'm not going to do all that. So this is how I responded. This is how I feel about that. Again, I said in previous episodes, I used to be a nurse. So back when nursing wasn't male. So I know what it's like to be in a female-dominated business. And I recognize that in general, I have male privilege. I totally recognize that part in many situations. Because I'm a man, I have privilege over women in some situations. But I'm going to say this, and you guys can take it however you want to. I am a black man in America. I know what it's like to be discriminated against. I do not need to be a woman to know what that's like. I'm also a gay man in America. I know what it's like to be discriminated against. I do not need to know what it feels like. Also, I'm older in the business, and so there's people who discriminate against me because of my age. I'm also bigger. I've been discriminated against because I'm fat. So there's all kinds of things I've been discriminated against that I don't need to be a woman to know what that feels like. So I just want to give that, so that person needs to, that to me, that was the dumbest thing she ever said to me. But number two, I recognize for females, and females of color especially too, there's a lot of discrimination hurled towards you. A lot of things thrown at you in the business, in other businesses. So it must feel great to be in an industry that is mainly women. It must feel wonderful and great and safe and secure. So I understand that. So I get it. when I'm around sometimes certain groups of people that I'm part of, it feels good. So that's great. So I responded to her and I told her that basically. I understand. You feel safe, secure in a business where you are part of the majority. It must feel nice. And I'm sorry that you watched my videos, because if you really watched my videos, I don't think I'm coming across as whiny. I stand by my videos. I stand by them. I'm not whiny. I'm not upset. I'm very well-rounded talking about everything. I'm just giving you my perspective. I don't speak for all male organizers, but I am speaking from my experience because I'm a man. I'm an organizer. I've been doing 11 years. I've organized all over the country. So I kind of have experience to speak on. Number two, and I've said this before, 2 wrongs don't make a right. So if you feel this is your industry, which is not, this could be for anybody, but if you feel like this is your industry, then you should show the opposite of what was done to you. You should show compassion and openness and a willingness to work with others, even if you weren't treated that way. I always feel, and this is what I told her, and I said, I always feel like if men do harm to you in business, then you should show that this industry doesn't do that to men or women. That we don't do that. That we support anyone who wants to be in the organizing profession, because what we do is God's work. We're helping people with their lives. This is serious business. I had a job today where I literally transformed her life in 4 hours. In a 4-hour session, she was better than when she went in. We get to do that. So we need to treat each other with respect, whether it's man or woman, and show others that in this profession, we don't do that. And I told her all that. I haven't heard from her yet, because I'm actually recording this video after this. I said that to her. But I want some of you guys to think about it out there too, and ladies and gentlemen, and any gender you are, to think about that. Because again, I'm not whining, I'm not complaining. I love my girls and my women that are in organizing. I have so many great people that I admire, including our NAPO president and other people, fast NAPO people in my life that I love to death. And so I don't have that problem. I have no problem being in this industry at all. Again, this is not gender specific. But I just want to share that some people may feel that way like she does. And I kind of get it on some level. But I hope we can be better than that and rise above that and really kind of just be open to each other. People need our help. It doesn't have to be just women doing it. It could be anybody doing it. It's just people need our help. And so it should be the best person should be the organizer. That's what I want to say about that. More of these videos are on my JLJ Media page on YouTube, and I'm posting them on different sites, and plus my page, the Super Organizer, on Facebook and Twitter. So follow me there. If you have a comment, please comment. Tell what you think. If you think I'm whining, you think I'm you just don't care about men in the ministry, tell me if you want to. That's fine. Everybody has a right to speak with their truth. But I want everybody to, I just want to engage people and give you something to think about. And I'm James Lott Jr. Bye.